Starting your lock or natural hair journey is oh so rewarding, but can be extremely stressful when you start to consider what products to use. If that's you, then look no further. Locklicious is a Black-owned company that has created an all-natural product line for locked and loose natural crowns. The Locklicious team works hard to ensure that their products are free of parabens, phthalates, sulfates, PEG, synthetics, and other toxic chemicals you find in other products. Best of all, the products are lightweight and will not leave residue or cause buildup. Go to locklicious.com to start treating your crown like royalty.
Hello everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and a proud contributor of the African Diaspora News Channel. If you could please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So just recently, California's Governor Gavin Newsome announced that he plans to give Native American Indians $100 million to buy and preserve ancestral land. So as you guys know, as history would tell it, the Indians went through some things at the hands of white people as well. And so that money is going to come out of about a $260 billion proposal that they have going on in California. And so Gavin Newsome said this: "We know that California Native peoples have always had an interdependent relation with land, water, everything that makes up the state of California. Unfortunately, we also know that the state has had a role in violently disrupting those relations." So he is absolutely right. White people have been horrible to Native American peoples as well. However, they have also been horrible to Black people, not just today, but back during slavery. So a lot of people didn't know or don't believe that California dealt in slavery as well, but they did. So the difference between California being in the West and the South is that the Southern slave owners, they dealt with cotton and tobacco and things like that. In California, they dealt with gold because the gold rush was going on then in the 1840s and on, and so they needed the help. And so not only did they use Native Americans, they used Black people as well. And in fact, slaves were used, in the households as domestics and all of that as well. And so it's also said that slaves who bought their freedom somehow, that came to the West California, were sometimes put back into slavery or returned to their owners. And so Black people in California have not always had a great history. Not that we have great history in California now, but I say all that to say is, if Gavin Newsome and all the other good white people in California want to give money away to Native Americans, well, don't forget about Black people. We got ancestors that were in slavery in California as well. And so how is it that they want to give all this money away to everybody else? And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm from California, okay? I am from the West Coast. And I'm telling you right now, Gavin Newsome would not be where he is if it was not for Black people either. Because he's a Democrat and Black people vote for him and, believed in him and all of that. And here he is. Once he got, through his little recall and stuff, now he's thumbing his nose at Black people. Yeah, he's done some things like the Crown Act. So, Black people can't get discriminated against while they're working. And he's returned some land to Black people that had it stolen from them. Okay, good. But write us a check too. And that should also be said that not only are they giving $100 million, they want to anyway, give $100 million to the Native Americans, they're going to let them do whatever they want with it. They're going to let them do whatever they want. They're not going to decide for them. They're going to say, here, you guys are best to decide what needs to go on with this money, right? And so because he had put aside about 1/3 land to have preserved by 2030. And so he says, well, let's give that back to the Indians and give them a chance to buy it and do whatever they want to do with it. It was like, what about Black people? We know that, Marcus Garvey back in the day was talking about land ownership and all of that, and even eventually said, okay, let's go somewhere else to Africa, Liberia. And then the Nation of Islam are always talking about, hey, America, why don't y'all give us some land so we can go do all the things that we want to do, right? And, there's a place called Allensworth in California, the only Black town that ever was in California. It went under, and now it's, less than, I think, 4% African Americans, Black people that live there. And so California, if you want to do right by somebody, do right by Black people too. We would love to have $100 million to do stuff. So anyway, y'all, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
Hello, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel app on these platforms.